Yes. Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It's I, your tribal god of extreme and one sexy son of a bitch, Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on your cold as fuck Saturday afternoon, December the 21st, 2024. Thank you for watching right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. And like I said, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in hell, otherwise known as the description marks below. Show your love and support. Leave a comment on the video if you like, but if you leave stupid comments, adios, bitch. You're out of here. You're gonna get sent to the shadow realm where you'll never be heard from again. And Satan will eat your soul. So please don't do that. But if you're gonna act like a schmuck, you're gonna get treated as one. So, you don't like it? Then go cry to your mama, bitch. And that's pretty much it. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Same rules apply there as well. Don't forget to share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the face violently. Because you're SOL. And you know what that means. Ha ha ha! And if you don't know what it means, look it up, asshole. And that's pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the video, and all that other good shit. Don't forget to hit the bell, so you don't miss anything. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one like this one, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. And if you like it, great. You don't, there's the door. Don't let it hit your stupid fat ass on the way out. Because if you don't like me, well, too fucking bad. I ain't going anywhere. Whether you like it or not. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, these are, if you're watching, these are pre-recorded. I am already in New York City at Collision. It's going to be an epic night tonight at the Hammer scene like it was last night for Ring of Honor Final Battle, which I'll get to in a second. But tonight, going to be a big, huge show. Collision's first night in, well, AEW's first night in the Hammerstein. Tomorrow night will be Dynamite and the final Rampage taping, which, well, I'm not even going to that, but too much, you know, I don't have a lot of money for everything this weekend, but, you know, I wish I did, but I do not. But should be fun, a fun time at Collision. We got Will Oceanspray and Ricochet. Need I say more? We got Adam Cole, baby, and MJF face-to-face. Lots more in the Continental Breakfast of Champions Classic. We're getting very close to the end of it. Wednesday will pretty much is over after Wednesday night, the Holiday Bash, which is taped tomorrow. And I think maybe on Rampage, I think that'll be the final matches as well. And then next Saturday, World's End, the final pay-per-view of the year for AEW and all of wrestling. Next Saturday night from Orlando, Florida. Which should be good. But tonight, gonna be fucking epic. And if you're there tonight, you see me, say hi. If not, go fuck yourself. No, okay. But have a great time wherever you may be sitting. I know the seating last night for Final Battle was just weird. Not as many seats. I mean, I think it was like, it was, usually you see like 3,000, 3,500 people at most. But, I mean, it sold out last night. Tonight sold out too. And I think tomorrow might be some tickets, but in any case, the seating last night was kind of weird. I mean, I still got a good seat, but whatever. But the ambiance, I haven't been in the fucking Hammerstein in 5 years. It has changed a lot. Well, actually, I was there, last year with In This Moment, but it has changed a lot since pretty much since I seen In This Moment last year up to now. New paint jobs, you know, just same old Hammerstein, but you know, still a great time. You know, in New York City on 34th Street and 8th, it's just great. So it's great, and that's all I gotta say about that. But it's going to be a great time tonight for everybody. And for those of you who try to not make me get into the place, well, you failed. So, that's all I gotta say about that, because I'm still gonna go to the Hammerstein regardless, among other places I go to, but, so, you can't ruin my fun, like they tried to do in 2022. That failed. You know, even with that horrible promotion that's now out of business, thanks to me, but I digress. So, you want to keep projecting, you want to think you can ruin my life, sadly you can't. So, but your lives are going to be ruined pretty soon because karma is a bitch, and so are you. But I digress. Moving on. But hopefully everybody had a great Saturday. It is Christmas weekend. The greatest weekend in the world, basically. And in a few days, it'll be the greatest day in the world. Where we celebrate not only my birthday, but let me cue myself from Motorhead and we play rock and roll. Rock out with your cook out, alright? And Jesus Christ the Lord. Our birthday's coming up in a few days. So as I inch closer to 50, Lemmy's gonna be closer to 80. Well, he would have been closer to 80. And Jesus Christ the Lord is another year older. I don't know how old officially he is, but it's gonna be a great day in about 4 days from now. So it's gonna be great, and I can't wait. It's gonna be epic, and hopefully you have a great Christmas Eve and a great Christmas with your friends. With your friends if you're with your friends and your families. And I hope you have a great meal and all that other good shit. Enjoy some football on Christmas Day, some basketball as well, some wrestling too. But I know it's tape, but still, you can have fun watching wrestling on your off time, away from your Christmas meal. Well, not Christmas Eve, I doubt anybody will be watching wrestling, because they'll be watching It's a Wonderful Life, or whatever you're going to be watching on Christmas Eve night. But Christmas, you could probably watch whatever you want, depending on when you eat your Christmas dinner. And if you have some free time, watch some wrestling. Why not? Why not? Because I know nobody's going to watch it on New Year's Eve. Well, maybe early New Year's Eve before, everybody goes to the bars or... Well, if you're in New York, you ain't going to watch shit. Except for the ball. Is the ball going to drop? Fuck, I gotta wait 12 more hours. Fuck! I can't move. I gotta go pee. God forbid, I gotta go poop. You're stuck. Unless you have a friend with you, maybe you can hold your place, But if you're there alone on New Year's Eve, watching that goddamn ball drop in Times Square, you're fucked. Because you can't really go anywhere. I don't think you can pee in a bucket. There's a lot of people around, especially the cops. But it is what it is. But we're going to drop that goddamn ball in 10 days, 7 hours, and 48 and change minutes. So, we're getting close to 2025, and the hard reset will be coming in about 10 days and somewhat hours. So, in about 10 days, we'll be resetting our clock, well, not our clocks per se, but our mind clocks, basically, our physical clocks, to 2025. We start fresh, new start, new beginnings, hard reset, change is coming, and hopefully, for some of us, a better year than this year has been. But I know we got 10 days left, but hopefully we all go out on the good foot. Like James Brown used to sing, on the good foot. But we digress. But hopefully everybody is having a great Saturday. So far, I'm having an amazing weekend so far. Going to continue through the end of the year and into 2025, and I'm not going to give a fuck about anything or anyone. So, but keep watching me, because that's all you can do. Regardless of your bullshit. But you're gonna watch me, you know why? Because you're obsessed and you love me. But I don't love you too, and here's a Christmas present for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me get these videos out of the way, because by the time you see this, I'll be in New York City. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on video number 2, right here on the Peter Joseph channel, it is time for your Ring of Honor Final Battle 2024 review from last night at the Hammerstein Ballroom, the fucking house that the great man Kevin Steen fucking built. It's not the Hammerstein, it's the Hammerstein, not the Manhattan Center, not even the Grand Ballroom. The Hammerstein. If you call it the Hammerstein, I'll slap the fucking shit out of you. It's a Steen, and Kevin Steen will tell you too, it's the Hammerstein building. I'm just saying. You're gonna go ask him yourself. He built that fucking place. Because he's Kevin fucking Steen, that's why. Alright. So, last night was a pretty damn good final battle. New champ. One new champ. Couple of surprises here and there. Great main events with Jericho and Cardona. No surprise there with the ending. And then Athena and Billy Starks. Oh boy. Get the popcorn ready, bitches. Get the fucking popcorn ready. Because I am going to go on a humongous rant about Athena. And why she should not be the face of Ring of Honor. I'm just saying. But we start off with 0 Hour. We're just going to run through the matches. And as always, Ian Wicca, boring. And the Pesta, my good friend, the Pesta. Caprice Coleman at ringside. You great man, you. Said hello to me last night, too. Thanks, Caprice. Ian, not so much. Still want your fucking job. And you, Bobby Cruz. But anyway, I saw Kerry Silken last night. Great man that he is. Didn't see Tony Khan. I wanted to see him, but I'm not media, so I couldn't go backstage, so. Fuck. One day I will. Talk to Tony. God! Man. Didn't see Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God. 31-year-old guy. I'm like, damn, he got a hot smoking wife, a beautiful baby. One great man to talk to. So, I'm gifted and blessed, and you're not. So, be jealous. That's that. Alright, so, start 0 Hour with our first match tonight. 3 tag team matches. And a women's match in between. So, we're starting off with the Dark Order of the Beaver Boys, Johnny Hungee, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds with the man who's not really evil Uno. They take on the grizzled young veterans, Drake and Gibson. Pretty good match. I love the part when Evil Uno got in the ring and he hit. I forget who he hit. I think it was I think it was Drake. Hit him with the rolled up papers. I was like, Brody Lee, the exalted one. Oh, I loved it. I think the fans. Not that there were many fans on the floor, in the balcony a lot. I hated the seating area. I hated it because you barely had 2 rows on these sides, and the stage was big, not like the usual Ring of Honor set. But this was like a big fucking set, like you coming out from fucking Japan. I was like, holy shit, how did I get that? Good set. Big, large, coming out down the ramp, not down the fucking stairway. Some shit like that, like you would see at a Ring of Honor show at the Hammerstein back in the day. But man, it felt like there was like, on the sides of the stage, there was like 4 or 5 rows. And on the, here's the ring. And on this side, it like felt like 2 rows. And then on this side, as you going towards the outside, going towards the bar, and then you go downstairs to the bathrooms, and then go out the Hammerstein. If there was like 3, 4, 5, like 4 or 5 rows. I'm like, what the fuck? I think they set up for like 1,000 people, but there was like more than that. I'm like, seriously? Seriously, Hammerstein, I mean, you couldn't put more seats? God forbid there was more people coming? I know it was sold out, but still. I saw a lot of empty seats. A lot of empty seats around the ringside area. And I think I don't know if there were ticketed seats or people didn't come. I don't know. And the people on the balcony, on the side balconies, that was pretty much sold out there. And then there was a lot of people in the balconies. Not in the first few rows of the balconies, not the tippy top. You see God, but it was, there was a lot of people. Like I don't know it officially, but couple thousand people from all over the northeast area. But still, that seating area, I didn't like it. I probably would think it'd be the same tonight for Collision. I probably would think, but we'll see what happens with that. So that little thing with the paper thing, that was funny. But in the end, the grizzled young veterans get the win with Grit Your Teeth. Sadly on John Silver, who landed wrong on his leg. Uh-oh. Hopefully he's okay. But the grizzled young veterans get the win. Big win in the tag team division. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, I don't know why this was on Zero Hour, but I'm glad it was. We have the lovely Harley Cameron. Taking on second-year pro and member of Mina Shirakawa, my fourth amazingly hot, smoking Asian wife. She's in her second year professionally in Stardom, and her name is Hanako, tomato. We got a code of honor to start. You'd love to see it. And it was a pretty meh match. It wasn't great. Harley doing her usual gimmick of yelling at the referee. Doing her thing like, I'm great, I'm Skippy down to the ring like you're AJ Lee. But damn, Hanako actually impressed me, and I haven't seen much of her in Stardom. But, Harley yells at Paul Turner. It's like, start counting outside the ring! Like Paul Turner, I mean, the next world champ. I mean, come on. Get on the ball, Paul. You're starting to slow down a little bit. Somebody call Todd Sinclair out of retirement. Whatever fucking happened to Todd Sinclair? I know, Rosa knows. I don't know. Rosa thinks he's been just sitting on his ass, but probably is. Eating Twinkies. Sorry. He's lost a lot of weight. Well, I don't know what he looks like now, but back in the early days of Ring of Honor, he was skinny. He was like around me, like he was me. Like I'm not fat, but my dick is. But I digress. But Todd Sinclair was like petite. Then he got really fat. Not to fat shame or anything, but he got big, large, and had too many cheeseburgers. And he always gets teased during the Ring of Honor shows when they recount, like 1, Twinkies, 2, ho-hos, And I felt it was just out of line, something. I kind of played along with it, but and I'm like in the later years of Ring of Honor before he kind of left Ring of Honor, I was like, you know what? He's lost a lot of weight. Give the guy some credit. And he took a picture of Rosa. Rosa's still giddy about that. I wanted to punch Todd Sinclair that night. Ugh. But I had to make the missus happy somehow. Well, not that way, but well, that way too. But she got her, her picture with her boy toy, Todd Sinclair, and she got one with Truth Martini too. But that was Truth Martini. I have nothing wrong with Truth Martini. Todd Sinclair, it's her fascination. I'm like, you happy now? Hey, I got a picture with I got a picture with a lot of hot Asian chicks at some of the shows, but that's different. When I met Abaddon over there, by the way, and some of the hot, some of the chicks that run through the indie scene, Rosa's taking some of those pictures and everything. She's not mad. I'm like, it's like, she gets a little jealous a little bit, but it's like if it's like Maria Kanellis Bennett or some shit like that with big humongous tits, but or it's just like it was Angelina Love or Velvet Sky. I mean, she's not gonna get jealous. She got a little jealous, but because me, but I just gotta watch my hand placement. Guys, watch your hand placement when you get with the chicks, especially those meet and greets, especially with Mina. Just saying. Or Oscar E.O. Kyrie. Watch your hand placement. Or just don't put your hand around them. Some wrestlers don't want you to put their hands around them. But, I'm always respectful of the ladies. So. But some people are just fucking pervs! At these meet and greets and, even at the shows, they're acting like complete morons. They're not even drinking beer. Talk about, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. I'm like, Dude, shut up. You're probably a virgin. Shut the fuck up with your tiny cock. Go fuck yourself. Alright, so Hanako wins the match with a choke bomb. Very impressive match. 740. Match was alright. Not bad. But very impressive. I was very impressed with you, Hanako. Very impressed. So we got that. Moving on. Match number 3 on the pre-show. The infantry of Carly Bravo and the Captain. Sean Dean along with the lovely Trish Adora. They take on the Undisputed Kingdom of my good friend, I'm Matt Taven. And if you don't like Matt Taven, you're a fucking Melvin. And the man that punches people in the dick gives him a pile driver, and that's Michael Kanellis Bennett. Sadly, Maria was not there, but she was home watching. It was a pretty decent match. The Kingdom get the win with a new move called Rockstar Supernova, which is basically it's like an elevated Danger Zone by Dolph Ziggler, or the what's he call that fucking move? The zigzag. It's like an elevated zigzag powerbomb combo. Very impressive. Very impressive. Great. So they get the win. I hope they get back to those Ring of Honor tag team titles, but we'll see what happens. But big win for the Kingdom. And they get the win with Rockstar Supernova. But that's not about Oasis. That's Champagne Supernova. Great song, by the way. Moving on. Alright, match number 4, the final match on the pre-show. The Gates of Agony, Toa Leona and Bishop Quan! I know not Quan, and what the fuck were you wearing? He came out with this fucking thing on his head. I was like, what is that? Is that a headset? Like headphones. I was like, is it a headdress? I mean, what is that? Not at the Men's Warehouse. Holy shit. Anyway, they take on Lee Johnson, that's Julia Hart's husband, and EJ Naduka. Code of Honor, once again. You'll love to see that. And, we get that. And, part of the match with EJ Naduka and Toa Leona battering it out and, like, fighting, and everybody's going, meat! Beef! Meat! Beef! And I'm like, hey, we're in New York, let's go to McDonald's, let's go to Arby's. You know, they got the beef and everything. But it is what it is. But still, pretty damn good match. We get near the end, and the Gates of Agony hit open the gates on Lee Johnson, and somehow, how the, I was like, what? How you kicked out of that? 2.9999999999999 Batman 5. Then they tried again, and this time it works. I don't know if Lee Johnson missed the cue, and he forgot. He's like, don't kick out, you know. But anyway, the Gates of Agony get the win in over 10 minutes, and that's pretty much it. Moving along, and then after the match, once again, the Gates of Agony show respect, Code of Honor again. I'm like, are we getting a new side of the Gates of Agony we haven't seen before? I'm interested. Sign me up for this. So they show respect to EJ and Lee Johnson, but as always, the losers are spoil sports, and then they ambush the Gates of Agony. Heel turn? I think we got a double turn here. The Gates of Agony are now faces or tweeners? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens this Thursday night on Ring of Honor Television, episode 96. We're almost at 100 episodes of the Tony Khan version of Ring of Honor TV. Remember when we hit 50 so long ago? Shit. Alright, so we start the show off properly with a video promo of the past, the present, and the future Conan of Ring of Honor. I thought it was pretty nice. Alright, then we start off our first match of the night. We have Atlantis Jr., former Ring of Honor TV champion, takes on, Monsieur with Dion Mason Madden at ringside. NXM collection. So, they go for the code of honor, but Mansoor's, a little cheap. He's like, book. Well, they actually poked fingers. That's pretty damn good. Sorry, I got a cold. E.T. Somebody call E.T. I was like, they were doing that, and I was like, E.T. They was like, look at me, like, what? E.T. Book. Yeah. Hey, I'm old school. Leave me alone. Alright, so back and forth they match. Back and forth match, pretty much. Mansoor and Mason kept posing almost every chance they got. And then, even Mason Madden got on the fucking apron, they posing, and everybody in the crowd's like, doing the fucking pose and everything. But the match lasted a long time. It's like, this match gonna end yet? Shit. How long did this match last? 12 fucking minutes. But it was a pretty, decent match for what it was. Getting to the end, and Atlantis counted a Gilmore-Kata! Bang! Goes for the cover, but the pin is too close to the bottom rope. And then Dion gets on the apron again. And Atlantis has to fight him off. And then we get the return of Mr. Danhausen! I will curse you. Mr. Danhausen is back. He came out from underneath the ring. I hope that was swept. But I digress. Anyway, so he comes out from underneath the ring, and what does he do? Punches Dion Madden in the dick. That's good. Mike Bennett, take some notes. Shit. Punches, he's like, curse! Boom! Punches him right in the dick. And it was like, holy shit! Holy shit! And then it lands with a sunset flip, but he catapults Mansoor out the ring and right on the Dion Madden. That was pretty damn nice. Then Atlantis goes up top. Well, he brings Mansoor back in. Goes up top, hits the Eddie Guerrero Messi! Frog splash. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win. Big win for Atlantis Jr. and a pretty decent match. What do you think about that, Eddie? Atlantis using the frog splash. I have nothing bad to say, but you should not be using my move, ese. Pero. Okay. He won the match, like you always won matches. Oh, by the way, did you hear the sad news about, Ray's uncle passing away? Ray Mysterio Sr.? Well, do you have anything to say about that, Eddie? He's a great man. I'm going to be respectful to Ray. He's still a good go, but, I send my condolences to Ray and his family. Yeah, Dom lost his granduncle. Yeah, but it's on my puppy. Okay. Sad to hear that Rey Mysterio Sr. passed away yesterday at the age of 66. And today we lost Ricky Henderson, consummate professional baseball player, who died at 65 today due to pneumonia. Goddamn fucking pneumonia. I hope pneumonia is not the start of what, cancer, is. Everybody dies of cancer and everybody's starting to die of pneumonia now. Fuck. But it is what it is. Alright, so great match. After the match, Dion gets in the ring, headbutts Atlantis, and then Mr. Danhausen comes back in. Curse you! And then a big, huge German suplex. That got a big reaction from the crowd. Then he has the teeth that he always has, a little thing of teeth. I don't have a thing of bottle. I don't even have a thing. But anyway, he has the teeth and he shoves them in Mason Madden's mouth and then knees him in the head. Blah! Fucking teeth splatting all over the fucking crowd. I'm like, oh my god, it's Javon Evans again! I'm sorry, Javon. I'm sorry to everybody that loves Javon. But, goddamn. I was actually talking outside the venue with people about the Javon Evans thing. People think it was, fake. I'm like, shut the fuck up! I'm like, dude, I felt fucking real. I felt his fucking teeth just... Bleh! And Javon still can't talk, I think. I haven't heard any updates on Javon. I know he got a lot of teeth knocked out, but I don't know if he has a broken jaw, neck problems. I guess we'll find out Tuesday on the program, but... Shit! But yeah. All the teeth that Danhausen had, a little bottle in the mouth. Bleh! He puked! Right out the fucking thing. Alright, so we get that. Alright, so, that's that. Alright, then we get a promo from Lexi Nair, who's now married to Big Cass. Look, you. So, Chris Jericho, the so-called King of New York, the Ring of Honor World Champion, he's in the back. We can barely hear him. Why are there always audio issues at the Hammerstein? It's even at a concert you get some audio problems. I've been there. I know. Even at a Megadeth concert, I was fucking front row and I can't hear half it. You know, yeah, like Dave's talking like, "Hello, me, meet the real me. Hello, Hammerstein. This is why cousins fuck." No, I can barely hear him after. I'm like, "What you say, Dave? Huh?" I'm like, "What do you? Am I talking? I'm talking to people around me. Like, what did he say? I can't hear him." I'm like, hello? I mean, I got my earplugs in. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know, but damn, there's so many fucking audio issues at the Hammerstein lately. Not lately, man. Over the last godforsaken years, there's always a problem with the audio, especially at Ring of Honor shows. Not so much. Well, New Japan had a fucking issue with the satellite feed. Held up the show for I think it was like 30 minutes. I think it was 30 minutes to almost an hour. No wonder I left that show at 12:30. I mean, I got home, but it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, fuck! I was like, I should have went home. But I didn't want to miss New Japan Wrestling and the hot chicks, but, you know, there wasn't that many hot chicks there, but, well, in ring, but... in the audience, yes. Anyway, so, Jericho... Jericho speaks. Barely hear him half the time. And he's like, "Can you smell the sewage and the hot dogs?" Yeah. Obviously. And then Jericho's like, "This is my city. I run through all the things and then he runs through everything he's done in New York. Like, going, you know, eating pizza. Ray's actually. Was it original there, Chris? You don't want to get the fake-ass fuck version of Ray's Pizza. Get the originals. Get the original pizza from Ray's. It's always good. But anywhere in New York, you get a good slice of pizza. But mostly you get it for like $3.50. Depending on where you go, you get a slice for $1 or $2. $2! With a good, good soda, good little thing of... But you can't beat New York pizza and you can't beat New York bagels. Anywhere else, it don't taste good. Even in Jersey, even in Florida, that pizza, not great, but, But anyway, talks about all his accomplishments, eating, I think he went to Brooklyn, I missed it, but anyway, did all that shit, and as champion of the city for so many years, he's been able to marry the skills of Mayor de Blasio with the great skills of Juan Soto. Wait a minute! Is Chris Jericho a Met fan? I think he is. I think he's been at some Met games lately. Well, been at some Met games, but the comparison between the Blasio and the great Met Juan Soto, like kind of like, wait a minute, what? Okay. Anyway, so Jericho knows his fellow paisans feel the same way about Soto as he does. And then we get a, "Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets!" All the Yankee fans around me like, ha ha! I'm like laughing at all these fucking Yankee fans. Fuck you! You can have Bellinger, you can have that bitch from Milwaukee, the closer, you can have, Max Fried. You ain't gonna do shit! You're the Mets bitch right now. So, get ready, because you ain't going that far next year either, so. How do you blow a 4 fucking run lead in the 5th fucking inning, mind you? With like little league mistakes. I mean, Garrett Cole not covering first base, which opened the door, opened the floodgates pretty much. Judgy Wudgy dropping an easy fly ball. Come on. I mean, Judgy Wudgy forgot to take his steroid. I can take my steroid. Oh, I can some more now. Good. Great. I went to the bathroom, took a piss, and then came back out and forgot to inject his leg. I got it. Boop. Oh, shit. Next thing you know, 5-4 fucking, the Dodgers scored 5 runs, and everyone's like, pfft. Yankees could not come back from that shit. Bye-bye, bitch. That's all I gotta say about that. I know the Yankees like, you guys lost in the NLCS. Yeah, at least we lost in the NLCS to a team that won the World Series. We were 2 wins away. You were 2 games away. You were pretty much 5 innings away from going to Game 6. Who knows what would happen there, but... That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on. Alright, and then Jericho promises to leave the building as Ring of Honor World Champion after beating Mr. Cardona. Then he goes, "Thanks, paisans!" The great Chris Jericho. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. Alright, moving on. Yeah. Alright, match number 2. Pretty good technical wrestling clinic. We had Katsuyori Shibata taking on the Dynamite Kid Jr., Tommy Billington. This match was probably... I felt watching Owen Hart and fucking Bret the Hitman Hart. The first one. Not the cage match. The first one at WrestleMania 10. Technical wrestling clinic. We got a chop off and everybody's going, woo! They're going back and forth with their, submissions and, everything. Then it started getting a little bit picked up a little bit. Got a back elbow by Tommy. Then that patented snap suplex made famous by his dad. Then he goes to the top rope, shotgun drop kick. And then Shibata goes to the apron. Tommy with a springboard DDT on the apron. Ow! And then Tommy goes Shibata back in, goes up top again for that patented headbutt made famous by the Dynamite Kid, kind of emulated by a certain guy named Benoit. I know we have to say his name, but, he's still a piece of shit. As a man, he's a piece of shit. Wrestler, great. But I digress. If you want to go about that conspiracy theory with me, go ahead. Go ahead. You think, Chris Benoit's a murderer. Yeah, he is, but he's a great wrestler. Don't knock his wrestling ability. You're not knock him for killing his wife and kid. The fucking idiot that he is, doing that shit. Why would you do that? Because of your CTE crap. Nancy and Daniel didn't deserve that shit. Just because Benoit was a nutcase. And his brain was all mush anyway. If he would have took some time off, I think we wouldn't be talking about this conspiracy theory with Benoit. And freaking Kevin Sullivan killed him. Pfft, right. If you believe Kevin Sullivan killed Nancy, Chris, and Daniel, I think you're a fucking moron. I still think in my heart that Chris Benoit killed Daniel and Nancy because his mind was basically mush. His brain was mush. He had no sense of direction. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was like, alright, my mind's mush. I'm gonna go kill my wife and kid, then blow my brains out. Moron. Well, he's burning in hell now. Good for him. It will never be in the Hall of Fame. Never. If he does, I mean, for wrestling-wise, yeah, put him in the Hall of Fame, but as a person and a man, I don't think he should get in at all. And if God forbid, he goes in the Hall of Fame before Owen Hart, I think we're going to have a problem. we're gonna have a real problem. But I digress. Yeah. Alright, so Shibata gets the win with the penalty kick, and it was good. Actually, no, he hit the penalty kick, then he locked in a sleeper that he pulled down, and Tommy Billington tapped out, then he pretty much fell asleep. Alright, so pretty decent match. Shibata gets the win, and that's it. Alright, then our third match, QT Marshall Not coming out to the an NWO style theme and Tron. I thought that was pretty nice. New World Order. He comes out with Aaron Soto, me bookie, and some other chick. Who's this chick? Oh, wait, there's some other girl there. I thought it wasn't Karen Jarrett, obviously, but I'm like, who the fuck is you? Who the fuck are you? I thought it was his wife, or I don't know who that bitch was, but I mean, anyway, he takes on Jay Lethal, who came out with Sanjay Dutt and Sensational Karen, and he comes out like Black Machismo. Ooh yeah, dig it, mark the fuck out. That was funny. He did all the, ooh yeah stuff, dig it, Oh, it was QT's wife, okay. Sorry, QT, but anyway. So, Lethal picks up QT's wife, thinks she's Karen, does the Randy and Elizabeth poses. And it was like, ooh yeah, dig it, brother. What did you think of that, Randy? I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. I don't like it. He's stealing my gimmick. Oh yeah. Well, he didn't, really, never mind. Liz, did you think that was pretty impressive?
I don't know, that's pretty nice, Randy. I gotta admit, that's pretty nice.
Shut up, Elizabeth! Hey, Randy, calm down, please.
I thought it was pretty nice.
Shut up! Randy? Be nice. So, nice little homage to, the Macho Man eras, that was pretty funny. With Randy and Liz, doing the posing, and then Sensational Karen Jarrett. Sensational Sherry ripoff, But anyway, back and forth they went. And then he picked up QT Marshall's wife, did the poses, then he puts her down and it's like it's not Karen Jarrett. And then Karen's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I loved it. I was just laughing up a storm. Lethal tried for the lethal injection and missed it. Then QT hits his version of it. I was like, wow, okay. Then he puts on then Jay Lethal with a Snapdragon suplex, puts on the woo, Nature Boy, Ric Flair figure 4. And then everybody, I started going like, mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Well, it's you, Nature Boy. Not this pissant Jay Lethal. Probably one of the most epic fucking TNA promos of all time. Flair and fucking Jay Lethal just going at it. Oh. Woo! Yeah. Great. And then we get near the end, lethal combination by Jay, and then QT Marshall grabs referee Stephon Smith, and then Aaron Soto, me bookie, boom, low below the Jay Lethal's nutsack, and then Karen, Sensational Karen threatens Solo, grabs her hand, and then, that ain't gonna work, and then next thing we see Jarrett, J-E-R-R-E-T-T, he comes out, that's Jarrett, comes out, boom, smashes a guitar over Aaron Soto's fucking head. Bye! And then Jay Lethal goes to the top. Ooh, yeah! Hail to the king! Drop me a wonder from heaven, brother! Dig it! Drops that. Somehow, QT Marshall kicked out of that. And then QT with a fruit roller for a near fall. And then QT thinks he's Cody Rhodes. Cody! MDK like Cody! Hits Crossroads, Lethal kicks out at 2. And then, puts Lethal on top, looking for a super Gilmore cutter. Nope, you ain't doing that. I started yelling like, "You are not doing that!" And Lethal shoved him off. Pump kick by Lethal, another one. Forearm by QT. The QT comes off the ropes. Sloppy fucking Gilmore cutter. Oh, actually, sorry. Take that back. Lethal cutter. Bang! And then QT comes back. Tries for lethal injection. Actually, no. I'm going nuts. Sorry. Lethal injection gets countered by QT with his own version of lethal injection for another near fall. And then both men on their knees, and they traded out. Boo! Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo! Yay! And then QT tries for another Gilmore cutter. Jay Lethal with a backslide for a near fall. Then an inside cradle for a near fall. Then Jay hits the lethal injection, not once, but twice. Finally finishes this Hammerhager QT Marshall knot off in under 13 minutes. Black Machismo, yeah! Jay Lethal gets the win, and everybody is all happy. And, great homage to Randy, of course, and Liz and Sensational Sherry got Rest Their Mighty Souls. But Jay Lethal gets the win. I'd like to see more Jay Lethal back in Ring of Honor for one final run. Give him the title one more time. Let him hold it for another year like he did in 2015. When he held both belts, Ring of Honor title and the TV title. That epic fucking match in 2015. Match of the year, by the way. Jay Briscoe, you great man. Reach for that sky, boy. And Jay Lethal at Best in the World. I was there for it. See, I get to see good matches. Classic matches, like, that, that stand the test of fucking time. Like Nigel and Danielson, 2009, when Danielson's last match in Ring of Honor, the first time. Great fucking night. But I've been to so many fucking wrestling events that had so many memorable matches that still get talked about. So, great shit. Alright, moving on. Do you believe this match number 3? 4? No, that's 4. I'm sorry. Match number 4, we start the title matches. For the women's TV title, we go to Red Velvet from your mama's kitchen, taking on legit Layla Hirsch. Pretty decent match. It was 11-minute match. Back and forth they went. Big knee strike from Layla, and then kind of a lackadaisical cover. And Red Velvet kicks out at 2. Then she gets serious, does the cross arm bar. And then Red Velvet picks her up and power bombs her. That was pretty impressive. And then spin kick to the head, goes for a cover, and then Layla grabs the bottom rope for a rope break. Then another cover for a near fall. Then a big straight right hand by Red Velvet almost knocks Layla Hirsch legit out. And then Layla Hirsch counters Red Velvet with snake eyes. And then Red Velvet counters straight out your mama's kitchen into Stir It Up, which I think is her finisher. Goes for the cover, later kicks out at 2. And then Red Velvet's like, alright, that's it, I'm pissed. Goes underneath the ring, grabs a turnbuckle. Or maybe I don't know, the turnbuckle pad or that steel thing. I was like, that's not like Red Velvet. But it was all a ploy, because she had a wrench, and she cracks Layla Hirsch in the head, unbeknownst to the referee, and she steals the pin. So, is Red Velvet turning to the dark side? But anyway, she gets the win to retain the belt. That's it. And then at the media scrum, she says that she cuts kind of a scathing promo about Mercedes Moné. It's like, I want Mercedes! We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Moving on. Alright, then we go to Lee Moriarty, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, and his open challenge. So we see Christopher Daniels of the Fallen Angel, Rocky Romero, let's say, and Jerry Lynn all at ringside for the Pure match. Obviously, if it goes to I think if it goes to a time limit draw, they go to the judges, which I think is, it's okay. Whatever. So, So Lee Moriarty comes out with Shane Taylor, the big man of STP Promotions. So we're all ready to find out who it's gonna be. I was hoping to be Nigel, or it could be Joe, but I was right the first time, and it's Nigel McGuinness, me loving the pop he got. Ah! Holy shit, the Hammerstein came unglued. And then they went at, I mean, even before the fucking bell. Even before the bell rang, we got a big old promo. And he soaks in the fans' adoration. He goes, New York City, I'm ready to go, bluff. But then he's like, alright, we're gonna go old school, not current pure title. So we're gonna have, basically, the win by pinfall or submission. Old school style. So Shane Taylor gets on the mic and goes, Dog, my dog, my dog. Old is right, because old school is cool. So then it gets really weird, and then this is Tiger style versus Tired style. And I forgot. I think Nigel said if I let Lee face me, they're going to arrest him for elder abuse. Damn. And then Nigel never had Shane pegged as a coward just because he has no hair on his head. It's no excuse for talking like a pussy. Oh shit! I'm like, damn. And then Shane says says Nigel, you are what you eat. And then Nigel says, well, in that case, then it makes Shane Taylor need more on his asshole. and then the crowd goes, certainly. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I was hilariously dying. Oh. So anyway, finally we get down to the match. Actually, so Shane Taylor's like, oh, you son of a bitch! You know, he's about to fight Nigel, and I don't think that's a good idea. He's like, I'm down for the match. Nigel tells Shane to go sit by Bobby Cruz at ringside and ring the goddamn bell when I win. So he tells the judge, he's like, get the fuck out of here. So they leave. So the rules of the match are pinfall submission, 3 rope breaks, and straight punches are illegal and penalized by a rope break. So I'm like, wait a minute, they're the same rules! I didn't get that. I'm like, okay, now it's old school rules, which I assume are the original pure rules. Then I was kind of confused. I'm asking people around, I was like, what the fuck are the rules here? I had to get told it's, what it is. I'm like, okay. So Lee Johnson uses up 2 rope breaks in a span of like 30 seconds because he's backed up in the ropes. And Nigel looks at the ropes, refuses, shoving Lee into the ropes, tackling a rope break. Then he does it again. Actually, Lee Johnson hits a straight right hand to face, and Mike Poses like, no. Rope break violation. So he's down to 1 rope break. And Shane Taylor's losing his complete fucking mind. He says, get me Paul Turner out here! So, Paul Turner comes out and says, keep an eye on this cheater, Nigel. So then, actually, we get to some sort of wrestling. And then, Nigel has to use a rope break because of the Border City Stretch by Lee Moriarty. So we get that. And then we get more old school, stuff. We get a 10 count, not a 20 count on the floor. Nigel poses upside down the corner, which frustrates Lee a little bit. Then he goes up top. Nigel goes up and catches him. Tower of London. And Lee kicked that at 2.999999995. And then Nigel locks in the London Dungeon. And we get a series of roll-ups, reversals. And so, Lee Moriarty locks in the Border City stretch again. Nigel got his foot on the rope, meaning another rope break, so he's down. So both men are down to one rope break, and then Lee catches Nigel with a knee in the corner, roll for a near fall. Another Border City stretch, and Nigel unfortunately had to use his final rope break, so he has none left. So he gets caught again. He has to either somehow get out of it. He can't get used to ropes, so he has to get out of it, or he taps out. So they keep going back and forth. Tower of London, spot by Nigel, goes for the cover. But Mark Posey counts the 3. We all think Nigel won the belt, but there's always a but, and it stinks. Paul Turner sees that Lee Moriarty's foot was on the rope, and that counts as a final rope break for Lee Moriarty, so they had to continue the match, which I was pissed at. I'm like, damn it! So they do a booyah little thing, and then we get a bell cow lariat by Lee Moriarty, pretty much turning Nigel inside out, but Nigel kicks out at 2. Lee Moriarty with a Border City stretch again. Nigel counters into a pin for a near fall. And then Lee Moriarty with an angle slam. Nigel kicks out at 2, even though he had his foot on the rope. That doesn't count, but, you know, he had to kick out anyway. Because his foot, even if his foot was under the rope, doesn't count because he has no rope breaks left. So, once again, Lee locks in the Border City stretch, I think like for the 4th or 5th time. And then Lee uses his feet for leverage, cranks back, and even though Nigel grabbed the ropes, doesn't count. Mike Posey's like, no rope breaks. And then Nigel's like, fuck, tap out. I'm like, damn it. So, we get that. So, Lee Moriarty, still your reigning, defending, pure champion. Pretty decent 17-minute match. And then afterwards, thank you, Nigel chants. He grabs a fan's Ring of Honor flag, holds it up. That's it. So, I don't know if we're going to see Nigel in the ring again. This might have been his swan song at Final Battle for good. I don't know. Probably see him on commentary from on Collision more often. I should say more. Blah 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 blah. All right, then we go to the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Titles double bull rope match, Texas bull rope match. We have the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes, and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, both in matching face paint, the blue face paint, half shit. They take on the Righteous of Vincent and Dutch. This was a brawl. Didn't see any blood, which is, I wonder why, New York State Athletic Commission. So they fight on the outside, then they finally go inside the ring, and, Sammy tried to, hog-tie Vincent. That kind of didn't work. And then a hockey fight broke out. Hey, we're in New York. Why not? So we saw the Let's Go Rangers camp, and that faded out quick because the Rangers suck, even though they won last night against Dallas. So anyway. So, we get double Shattered Dreams in the corner by the champs. And then Dustin grabs a chair. Shot to the back of Dutch. And then Vincent chokes Sammy with the bull rope, while Dustin hits Dutch again with the chair. Vincent mounts and pounds away at Sammy in the middle of the ring. Dutch and Dustin go up the ramp. And then, injured by Sammy, and then him and Vincent climb in the middle of the ring. And, Dutch hits a Abyss Bossman Slam on Dustin. And then he grabs a barbed wire table. Take that, Athletic Commission. Puts it at ringside. And then Dutch drags Dustin to the top rope. And try to put, I think, Dustin through the barbed wire table. But Dutch falls right through the table. Ow! Take that, State Athletic Commission, you fuckers. So, they keep going on. And, Sammy grabs a ladder, puts it up at ringside, has a table there. Superkick to Vincent, rolls him on the table, and Sammy goes up to the tippy top of the ladder, thinks he's fucking Darby. He fucking thinks he's fucking Jeff Hardy, and the Hardy's House of Glory last night too, but nobody cared about that. He's like, I'm crazy! And he goes for a senton and pretty much got nothing but table and concrete. Ow! Somebody called Darby. Hi guys, it's me. Hey Darby, it's me. I just want to let you know I do that for you. Sammy does it because he has no fucking life. He doesn't care about his wife and kid. But I care about you fans. Okay, Darby, shut the fuck up. Anyway. So Dustin comes back from the dead. Starts laying to Vincent. And then Dutch gets out of that barbed wire. And they fight back and forth, back and forth. Sammy comes in after the Righteous hit Orange Sunshine. Sammy comes in to break up the pin. Then he hits a Gilmore Cutter. Bang! On Dutch. Does the bang! Cactus Jack clothesline to himself and get out of the ring. You like that, Mick? Oh, that was very nice! Okay. Like this Doritos. Oh, stop with the Doritos! They're very tasty. I don't care. Fucking ass. Damn. I like Doritos, but I mean, when Mick, stop talking about the Doritos. Hang out with Hook, alright? Get out of here. Alright. So, does that. And then a Texas Destroyer by Dustin the Dutch. And then Sammy hits the go to hell to Vincent on the floor. And then he slides Dustin his family cowbell, made famous by Dusty Rose, a big green baby. I love them cowbell and that bacon baby. I don't like my son Cody, but okay. Anyway, Dustin is like all sentimental, points to the sky with Dusty, smashes Dutch right in the head. Ball game, 1, 2, 3. They get the win and retain the Ring of Honor tag team titles, and they're going to go to Japan. And I think they're fighting at Wrestle Dynasty against Sho, remember from Sho and Yo, and Kanemaru. That should be interesting. Yoshinobu Kanemaru. I'm saying this, I'm butchering his name, I don't give a fuck. But that should be pretty damn interesting. I don't think we're going to see a title change, obviously, in Japan. I mean, last time, I think one time we had a Ring of Honor world, I think the world title was changed in Japan. I could be wrong on that. I know it was, I forget who it was. I think Lethal dropped the belt. I forget. But anyway, moving on. Then we get, a promo with John and his big wheelers. What the fuck is this? For World's End. I'm like, we hear it. We look up at the Tron. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then they go to the 12 Days of Harley Cameron. That's a good thing too. Wouldn't you like to have 12 days with Harley Cameron on Christmas? 12 hours, maybe. Then you get sick of her. Get out of here! Bring me Mina! Give me 24/7, 365. But I digress. Alright, then we go to the Ring of Honor TV title. Survival of the Fittest match, meaning elimination style match. We have the Machine, Brian Cage, defending against AR Fox, Willie Mack, Commander with the hype man, Alex Abrahantes at ringside, Blake Christian, former GCW champion, and Mark Davis of United Empire. Bam. So, the object of the match is, elimination style match. Last man pretty much standing wins. Well, the last man in the ring is gone. Blah, 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 blah. So, basically, it was good. It was pretty good match. Willie Mack got eliminated first, right under 10 minutes. And 10 minutes into the match, after Discus Lariat by Brian Cage. And I'm like, Brian Cage should win this match outright. He could beat pretty much everybody in this fucking ring. Did he? No. I'll get to that in a minute. So Willie Mack gets eliminated first, and AR Fox is eliminated next by Brian Cage with a top rope powerbomb. And then we get Brian Cage and Mark Davis. Beef! Meat! Beef! We get that. And then, Davis with an insecurity to Brian Cage. Big time Lariato by Mark Davis. Then he picks him up. Pile driver! And then 1, 2, 3, we're gonna get a new TV champion. I was like, what? I was like, oh, I hope it's Mark Davis or Blake Christian. I mean, God forbid, who else is gonna be in that match? I mean, AR Fox? No. But anyway, so we're down to who are we down to? Blake Christian, Mark Davis, and Commander. So Blake Christian hits Mark Davis with a low blow that the referee somehow did not see. Then he rolls him up. Mark Davis is gone. So much for that. So it's down to Commander and Blake Christian, and they went to school for the next few minutes. Moonsaults to the floor, lots of flippy dibbity-doos and everything. You know, Alex Abrahante's going crazy, trying to get the crowd hyped up. Oh, come on, let's go! I'm like, yeah, that's right. So, Blake Christian walks the ropes, hits a side suplex from the second rope. Inventive. Then, you know, one of those fucking lackadaisical pins for a near fall. Hits a side suplex from the... Oh, wait, take it back. Cocky pin. Gets reversed by Commander for a near fall. Then a Mexican Destroyer in New York. And then he has I think Blake comes back with Area Code Jones, whatever that is. And then Commander goes up top, and then the crowd's like, oh, we're gonna see a new champ now. So he hits the Walking Super Splash. I thought it was Ciolito Lindo, whatever that fucking movie finisher is. So Commander hits that. 1, 2, 3. We got a new Ring of Honor TV champion in Commander. His first actual fucking belt in Ring of Honor. Good for you. So, I mean, they went from Atlantis Jr., a luchador, being the champ, to Kyle Fletcher to Atlantis Jr., to Brian Cage, back to Commander. Now, I can only imagine who's going to win the Ring of Honor TV title now. Probably be somebody from the roster, obviously. I don't think Commander's going to hold that belt that long. I don't think that long. I'd say a month, 2 months tops. But knowing how Ring of Honor and titles are, they'll barely get defended on TV, and the next time you'll see them be defended will probably be at Supercard of Honor, which is the next pay-per-view. Then again, maybe we might see it defended on besides Ring of Honor TV, maybe AEW television, or whenever Shockwave comes around. Commander will hold the belt for 700 days and, 3 defenses. I'm paraphrasing, but it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. So, he gets the win. Good for you, Commander. You deserve a chant from the crowd. Screamers! And yeah, Screamer Guy was there last night. A lot of old school Ring of Honor guys I saw last night, too. Great stuff. Alright, then we get a video message from Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Sho, House of Torture members. I don't think they were ever part of the Bullet Club. Anyway, they challenged Dustin and Sammy at Wrestle Dynasty for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. Get that. Alright, match number... I don't even know what match number it is, but we go to the World Title match. Chris Jericho comes out with his... He has one of those Statue of Liberty things you put on your head. It's all around his face, looking weird. Comes out with Brian Keith, the bounty hunter. And some New York City Rockettes, showgirls, whatever it is. I thought that was kind of hilarious. And then, that was fun. And then Cardona comes out from the freezing cold of New York City. Somebody beat him up on the way in, but but I digress on that. So he comes in, blah, blah, blah. And then I think the crowd was chanting, please retire, I think, to Jericho. I mean, Matt is old as fuck. And he needs to retire. That schmuck who thinks he's a deathmatch guy. I mean, he won the title. Big fucking whoop with kill. I thought when he won the GCW deathmatch title, the world title, I'm like, really? A guy that was a former United States champion is now a deathmatch champion? Mr. Woo Woo Woo. But give him credit. The guy he frickin' went ballistic in GCW. Got his butt kicked by a guy named Nick fucking Gage. And Moxley, too, if you think about it. But give him credit. He went to the deathmatch realm and somehow survived and won the belt. But then he got his butt kicked by Moxley and pretty much everybody in GCW. he fought Effie at that show that Jericho attacked him at, and I'm like, fucking Effie. But, I thought there was going to be a GCW invasion last night. Nope. Not really. So they fight to the crowd. Cardona holds Jericho in front of his dad. Well, Matt Cardona's dad, not Chris Irvine. And he pie faces Chris. I'm like, hey, when's the DQ there, ref? I mean, come on. And then people are like, hey, referee, do something! Do something! Do something! Moron. So, anyway, Cardona smashes Jericho's face on the ring steps, has a title belt, whips Jericho with the belt, still not a disqualification. Alright, we'll just throw the rules out the window. Fuck that. And they're fighting, and Jericho gets in at 19. No, Cardona gets in the ring at 19, selling a back body drop on the floor. Ow. Jericho waits for him with some mounted punches, some chops. He's still wrestling in his I Love New York t-shirt. Okay. Keep going, and, we get woo-woo chants, because everybody's starting to like Cardona. They want him to win the belt. It's like, no! And then Cardona, being an idiot, runs right into the code breaker for a near fall. And then, Jericho's whipping the crap out of Cardona. Double crossbody, another double collision. Double drop kicks, both men on the floor. On the mat. Jericho locks on the walls of Jericho. Cardona rolls up Jericho for a near fall. Brian Keith gets on the apron, finally. And then Cardona throws Jericho into him. Then he rips Jericho's shirt off. Goes for radio silence. It gets blocked into another Walls of Jericho attempt. Cardona makes it to the bottom rope for a rope break. And then Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall. And you can't teach that. So he kicks Cardona right in the face. Cardona comes right back from his, Big Cass came from his honeymoon with Lexi Nair. Showed him his learning tree, if you know what I mean. Anyway. So Jericho goes for the Juice Effect elbow, gets blocked. Cardona hits his version of the code breaker for a near fall. Then he hits super radio silence from the top rope. Goes for the cover. Big Bill has the ref. And then Brian Keith hits Cardona with the Ring of Honor belt behind the referee's back. And Jericho lazily cover 1, 2, 3. Still your Ring of Honor champion, Chris Jericho, in 18.5 minutes. So, not a great match per se. It was kind of all over the place and somewhat boring. But thankfully, Jericho retained the belt and didn't go to Cardona because there would have been a riot in New York City. And we get that. And then after the match, Big Cass and Brian Keith beat the fuck out of Cardona. And then the return of Bandito. He comes in, hits Jericho. It's Jericho with a shotgun, a swing shot hits him with a drop kick. Knocked himself out, mind you, and still was able to, kind of get out of the mess with Jericho and Big Cass. And then Brian Keith tries to go at him, and then Doshu Outlaws mix it up a little bit. Still, Bandito's got a concussion. He's still fighting. Jesus. And Big Cass runs into the corner, walks away, and then left. Okay. So the whole thing, the match was kind of like, meh. And then the aftermath was just like all over the place. Car wreck in New York City. That's what it was. So we get that. So Jericho's still your champ. And that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event. Rematch from last year's final battle. We had the forever champion Athena, 2 years as champ, 2 years plus now as champ, takes on, the hero we all thought would finally beat Athena, and that's my girl Billy Starks. So Billy with a little homage to Sumi Sakai, the very first Women of Honor champion. And then Athena comes out like Harvey Dent Two-Face. Nice. I thought that was great, the way she came out. I thought she legit looked like Harvey Dent. I was like, shit. It's much like Batman. Batman? Batman, you say. Okay. Code of Honor. Love to see that. But they went back and forth. The fans were really into Billy. Fucking hated Athena. They really wanted a title change. And this, how long this match like? 25.5-minute match for a women's main event match. I didn't think it was going to go that long. But Billy caught the O-face. T-bone suplex by Billy, gets right back up. Toe suplex by Athena. Billy gets right back up. Like, no, not like they're like no selling. And then Athena with a mule kick. Off the ropes, tombstone. Pile driver by Billy. She hit it. Goes for the cover. 2.999999995. Ugh! And then Athena goes to the apron. Billy follows her out. Athena runs Billy into the corner. Ow. And then Billy comes back with a forearm smash. And then Athena stomps on Billy's foot. Goes for a pile driver. But Billy counts with an Alabama slammer. Ouch. On the apron. Then goes up top. Swanton to the floor. Crowd was going ape shit. And I'm like, pin her! Pin her! Rolls Athena back in. Elevated pedigree. And it looked like, damn, I don't think, the way she hit it, like Athena's, like fucking top of her head. Boink! I'm like, I was like, uh-oh, broken neck right there. But goes for the cover. Again, Athena kicks out at 2.9999995. And Billy's starting to cry. I'm like, keep it together! So, she sends Athena to the corner. Athena reverses by suplexing Billy down to the floor. Ow! Then she goes off the ropes, dives through the ropes, taking out both her and referee Mark Posey, who was trying to check if Billy was still alive. Oh, ref bump. And then Lexi Nair, who's at ringside, hands Athena a mic. Billy blocks that. Shotgun drop kick, electric chair drop on Athena. And then Mark Posey comes from out of his coma for a near fall. And then Billy has Athena up, but Athena has ripped the turnbuckle pad off. Poison Rana, ow. And then Athena throws Billy into the exposed turnbuckle, which Mark Posey obviously did not see. So Billy got knocked the fuck out. She's like, ugh. And then Athena goes up top, hits a really kind of twisting version of the O-face. And I'm like, please kick out, please kick out, please kick out. 1, 2, 3, fuck! Still your forever women's champion, Athena. 742 days as champ. So, Tony Khan obviously wants her to go to Japan. She's going to be in the Women's International Cup. Will probably be winning it, if not Willow. And right now, going into 2025, I know she's going to be the star of Ring of Honor in the women's division. You got to do that. Who else is going to be? And I'm thinking the reason they did that is because maybe the Ring of Honor TV deal that might be happening next year for maybe Shockwave or who knows. You can't have somebody else be the star, so it's going to be Athena. So Athena's going to probably hold that belt at least another couple of 100 days. And who does she lose to now? Like, she ran through the title division twice at least. I'm like, well, Mercedes Martinez is kind of on the indie circuit. I don't know what she's doing now. Bring her back, let her beat Athena for the belt. I'm like, the only thing that you can do now is fucking send Athena to the main roster. Let her face Mercedes. Let her face she faced Abaddon, sorry, and beat her, bitch. Let her face Mercedes. Let her face Mina. Let her face Toni Storm, Thunder Rosa. Maybe Red Velvet gets a shot. I think she already beat Red Velvet, though. I mean, I don't think anybody beats Athena now. I think she's going to be champion pretty much forever. At least going in, she's starting her 2-year reign, going on year number 3 right now. I wouldn't be surprised if by, she has 259 days left. So that's probably like near the end of next year. I don't know. I can't do my math. I think that's by the summertime. By the summer or early fall, she'll hit 1,000 days as champ, What are you, Roman? Stop it. Trying to be the Roman Reigns of the women's division. I hope somebody beats her soon. Not going to be in Japan, obviously. So it's going to be somewhere, sometime in the States. And to who? Whoever does finally beat her, whether it be Mercedes, whether it be, I hope, like Toni Storm or Mina, Mariah May, maybe, who knows. But when somebody does finally beat her, it's going to be freaking historic. And then I think Athena's, aura, per se, kind of fades. And then she'll still be on the roster, and then maybe she'll stay on the main roster and go after the TBS or the AEW Women's title. Who knows? She might win all 3 belts. Then again, 4 belts if you count the New Japan Strong Women's title. And maybe the IWGP Women's title. She'll hold 5 belts, all the women's titles. Why not? I gave Tony Khan an idea. Great. But yeah, Athena gets the win, screamers, and everybody's pissed. I fucking left. As soon as she hit the fucking move, I'm like, that's it, I'm gone. I started walking out the building. I didn't even care. If Billy would have kicked out, I would have came right back. I went out the building. I was out like right near in the lobby. I was like, as soon as she hit it, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm out. Billy's not kicking out of that. And what happened? She didn't kick out. So I was pissed. So she holds up the belt with Lexi Nair. And I guess we're going to go into 2025 with Athena as your Ring of Honor Women's Champion. And I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy. They could have pulled the trigger with Billy last year and could have done it this year. But what happens? Nothing. All we get is fucking Athena. I'm not saying anything bad about Athena, but she should not be champion right now. 2 years, and you got so much talent in that division. Well, not so much talent per se, but if anybody, have Red Velvet come back. Red Velvet beat Athena. She is the World TV Champion, the Women's TV Champion, I should say. But then, if not her, because I think Red Velvet's turning heel, so that kind of may not work. But I'm like, now, who beats her? Who is left? Well, it can't be, I was going to think Becky Lynch, but Becky's coming back on January 6th, so that's out. So it has to be somebody on the main roster, meaning Mercedes, Mariah, or Toni, or maybe Mina. Or Thunder Rosa, Anna Jay, well, not so much Anna Jay, but somebody is going to beat Athena next year. When? Who knows? Supercard, maybe? I don't know. So I think we'll probably have to wait till sometime in April for somebody to finally beat Athena. We should probably hit. It won't be 3 years, but be almost 2.5 years. Sad, but I don't think anybody who beats her will eclipse that. Nobody's gonna get to like whatever amount of days Athena holds that belt until she finally loses it. Probably be around 1,000. I'm hoping less than 1,000, but if 1,000, nobody catches that. Forget that. Ring of Honor could die tomorrow and nobody will get that. Shit. Think overall wrestling, I gotta look at how many days the Fabulous Moolah held the WWF Women's title. I think it was like 2,000 some odd days. I don't think Athena's gonna get to that level, but I think she might hit 1,000 by the middle of next year. But shit. But anyway, that's it for the pay-per-view. I left with a bad taste in my mouth. I think everybody else did, because we were hoping that Billy Starkz would win. So, we begin 2025 with Athena as champ, because this Thursday night is a previously taped episode. So we're gonna begin a new Ring of Honor on January the 2nd, 2025, and we'll see what happens with that. And we're gonna get to episode 100 in the next month, by the end of next month actually, because this week would be 96. Yeah, by the end of January we'll hit episode 100 of Ring of Honor TV. And then maybe if they get Shockwave, we'll begin back at number 1. pretty decent pay-per-view from Ring of Honor. Final Battle is always a great pay-per-view. And I gave it 8 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comment section, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you see this, I'm already inside the Hammerstein Ballroom, and I'm going to enjoy myself. And then later tonight, I will be doing SmackDown and Rampage. We'll talk about Collision tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. Maybe the early afternoon or in the sometime Sunday night, and that'll be it. And then we got Monday Night Raw taped on Monday, NXT taped on Tuesday for Christmas Eve, and then we got Holiday Bash for AEW on Christmas night. TNA Ring of Honor, well, TNA Best of 2024 Part 2, which doesn't count. Ring of Honor review, Ring of Honor, I don't know what Ring of Honor obviously was a pre-tape before Final Battle stuff, so. And then again, you can do a best of show, so. I don't know that I'm going to do a Ring of Honor review this Thursday, this weekend. We'll see. This coming weekend, I should say. And then we got SmackDown and Rampage, the final episodes. So we'll be talking about that. Then World's End on next Saturday with the pre-ultimate to ultimate final episode of the year for the Shadow Slayer. That's episode 55. We'll be on New Year's Eve. Briefly talk about the year of wrestling, what happened, what's to come, and we'll see what happens with that. And then as we go into 2025, we got a lot. We got Wrestle Kingdom predictions, Wrestle Dynasty predictions, and then in between that, we got Fight for the Fallen, we got TNA Ring of Honor, we got SmackDown, only SmackDown, starting in 2025, no more Rampage. So Friday nights, right after SmackDown goes off the air, your SmackDown review. So no more Rampage until Shockwave comes around. And that'll be on my Killer Demons channel whenever Shockwave happens. That's that. And then like I said, my predictions for Wrestle Dynasty and Wrestle Kingdom reviews will be coming somewhere around that area of the 6th, right? I'm gonna try to get both reviews up before the Netflix premiere of Raw, but we'll see what happens with that. But do all that. Smooth sailing all the way into 2025 and going into 2025 for the first couple months. We'll see what happens, and then it gets a little dicey as we hit April, but because my schedule is going to be changing, and then things are going to be happening, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and until next time. If you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Enjoy Collision. Maybe you'll see me, maybe you won't, but in any case, I'm going to have fun, and you're not. So, I'm out of here. Peace!